to another episode of A-Side Boxing. I'm your host, Ray Massey, along with co-host Carlos Massey. Our fellow host, Marlon Parker, isn't on today, but don't worry, fans, we are going to make up for it. So we have a couple topics we want to go through. One would be we want to talk about the Tyson Paul upcoming fight. We're also going to talk about the AJ versus Ngannou fight, and touch on the Garcia and Haney fight. So no particular order. I wanted to start off though specifically with the recent shocker that's happened over the weekend, and that was the AJ and Ngannou fight. Carlos, what you think about that fight?
Man, that was a good fight. I figured that Joshua would come out victorious. Um, it's a lot of hype between these MMA fighters, switching over to the boxing side. And man, whoa, when he hit him, man, he folded like a lawn tree.
I mean, yeah, what's crazy about that is uh, when I saw it, I kind of, based on the fight with Fury, I wasn't really following that fight as close as maybe most, because I felt like what happened yesterday should have happened with the Fury fight. And I think it's proven now that perhaps maybe Fury didn't take that fight serious, because that's actually what should have happened in the Fury fight. Boxing has never been one of those sports that you play. You don't play boxing. You can get seriously hurt getting into the sport. Doesn't matter if you're doing this thing that Logan Paul's doing or Jake Paul's doing, or if you're in a different sport like martial arts or UFC. You can't just come over and fight some of these guys. You can get severely hurt, and this is one of those cases where, regardless to the fact that Ngannou was a champion coming over, you could see that he lacked some of the core disciplines that you need to be at that elite level. There were actually, if I recall, it was 3 knockdowns, right?
3, yeah.
Right. And of the 3 knockdowns, what I observed, it was a textbook setup. It almost looked like a lion hunting down his kill, just lining his kill up. It was a lot of feints, and he got hit with 3 different types of right hands. He got hit with the right hand straight down the middle. He got hit with the right hand over the top, and then he got hit with more of a bolo right hand. It was more of a chopping right hand that came over the guards, similar to the one that Tank put Rolly out with. And to me, I just feel like he was concussed from that first shot. I think the first shot, even though the last shot laid him out, I think the first shot did the most damage when he fell. Because you could see he wasn't there. He wasn't the same. Even look at his eyes when he when the referee came to him and gave him the count. He looked 100% surprised. He even said during the post-fight interview, he said, what did he say? He said, they said, did that shot hurt? And he's like, honestly, I didn't feel a thing. That's probably why it's called a knockout. He said, I ain't feel nothing. But what did you think?
Well, I think that, like you said, he set him up, from the opening bell. You couldn't stay off the line. Joshua practiced patience. He had that shot all night long, but he found the perfect time to throw it. He let him continue to make mistakes. He had his hands down low, and the fact of the matter is, when you get to that elite level, or on your way to the elite level, you cannot allow someone to hit you that clean in the earlier rounds without something, happening. It's gonna cause you to lose the fight. I would say I expected him to lose. I expected Josh would be victorious, because we got to remember Joshua is an Olympian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Joshua was at the top of his game at one point.
Mm-hmm.
His boxing IQ is extremely high,
Mm-hmm.
extremely high, and like a lot of people, the problem is when you got one weapon, sometimes you bank on that. Ngannou is a big, powerful MMA fighter, and he was relying on delivering that power versus him using his skill to set up that power.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good fight. I think it's a good fight for Joshua because now I want to see him. I'm ready to see him back in action. I think he's back.
Yeah, I think he's back too.
Yeah, because the new training and stuff. You can see a lot of those him settling down and not just trying to use his strength like he used to. He's setting all this stuff up using skills and then delivering his power.
Yeah,
that was a good one for him.
It was a good one too.
I like Josh.
Yeah, and another thing. I mean, I hate to point him out, but again, as the fighter in me, not the fan,
right?
Also noticed what you alluded to earlier was the fact that he didn't get off the line. He was stuck. He could not make the adjustment to AJ speed. I think his fight was on the inside, and the fact that he allowed AJ to fight him in the middle of the ring, he was trying to box a superior boxer. We already know that. I think he acknowledged that to an extent.
Skill for skill.
That you can't, it's like don't hook with a hooker, right? Don't
jab with a jab.
You are at the core. You are a enclosed grappler kind of fight. Make the fight a tough fight. They always. I remember my coach Kelvin used to always tell me. He said, "You box a fighter, you fight a boxer, right?
Right.
You get him out of his game. The minute you try to match another boxer skill for skill, and they are, we already know that fighter is a superior boxer. It's not going to end well. It's going to be what they say, a bad day in the office, right? So, and I think to an extent that's what we saw, right?
Yeah. It was a good day in the office for Joshua. Bad day for Young.
Yeah.
I think that the next fight, the winner of Usyk and Tyson Fury. So who you rather see? You rather see Joshua go up against? Because Fury, is it Fury you want to go with, or what you think?
To be honest, man, I honestly think that I would much rather see him fight Fury. He has experience in fighting the Klitschko's. So with taller opponents, I think that would make out for a better fight. I feel like
you don't see three.
I don't know if I want to see
the third.
Usyk. I don't. Yeah.
Usyk got to get past Tyson Fury. So I mean.
So yeah, Usyk got to get past Fury. But if he does, then guess what? We're not gonna have a choice but that.
But you know who I do want to see him fight. I know it should have been happened, but I still want to see him fight Wilder. I think that's interesting.
I think what we've seen in Wilder in his
last fight. Well, that's not looking at the last fight.
I think Wilder is, he's kind of in that same fog that Keith Thurman is in. You know what I'm saying? Where he got to a certain peak and he is struggling to get back to the person that he was. Sometimes, even. And I can say this as a fighter. I remember when I was fighting, again, you'll hear me switch back and forth. I'm talking as a fan, all right, I'm talking as a fighter.
Right.
I'll say this. I remember toward the end when I got in the ring, I think we were in Canada. It was like Battle of the Nations, and a couple of my friends were vouched for it. I ain't having no more. It's like I got in the ring, I felt nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was no fire. I didn't want to win. I didn't want to lose. It's like just like that. Sometimes the fire inside a fighter can just be extinguished. Sometimes, and I think in both of their cases, the hunger, the willingness to put it all on the line isn't quite there anymore. You see, Keith Thurman was talking about Zen-like state, and I am home. I'm at peace, and I'm meditating. Man, look, you start talking all that in this barbaric sport of boxing, with, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get fed to the lions.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd probably say on that. I just think Wilder wouldn't be
entertaining.
No.
Yeah, I think Thurman got a little bit more than Wilder. You know, you come to the point. I think sometimes with some of these fighters, when they lose their passion and they getting older, and I get it. You know, they want to get a check before they, call it quits. So I ain't never gonna be a bad nobody. They try to get their money. So I think that's just what it is with that. But kudos to Joshua.
Yes.
I definitely seen some improvement with him, and hopefully we get the next one be better and we get a good, exciting fight for the fans.
And he seems to be a better sport in victory than he is in defeat.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, I really like the class he showed when he at the end of the fight. I tell you what I did like. I remember when he lost, and I'm not sure who did he was this.
Did he walk out the ring and roll out?
Yeah, it was one of the fights where he was just like, "How did you beat me? Explain to me how did you beat?" Man, get out of here, man. Ain't no. Who you think gonna let me play this out. You beat me, and I'm walking up to you and says, "I'm 100% confused how I lost."
Right.
As a fighter, deep down, you know why you lost. Don't
stop.
Stop it.
Punch count?
Stop it. You know why you lost. Yeah. You know why you lost. You know his moments in that fight. You were in there. You were a first person witness to the to the chaos. And the thing about the ring, I tell you what, the square circle is the ultimate place where it's the lie detector. It makes you tell the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so in this case, he lost. He knew why he lost, but he kept he made it weird. Mm-hmm. Like, hey man, why'd you beat me? How'd you beat me?
Right, that's awful.
I can't figure it out. What was it that you did? No, tell me. I must know. Man, that guy, man, beat it.
You know about it,
yeah. So, all right. Anyway, next topic. Okay, next, let's talk about the Ryan Garcia.
Upcoming
fight. And Haney. Hopefully it'll be an upcoming fight. There's some stuff going on.
As of today, it's still on. So
as of today, it's still on. You take the lead, because I got some stuff to say about that. Go ahead.
Well, I actually enjoyed the little trash talk. The trash talk is at an ultimate high right now with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. It's been a lot of fighters coming out too that was concerned about that's the elephant in the room. Garcia's mental state, and we noticed at the press conference that I don't know what he was on or what he was doing, but I think that he needs to, like Ward said, get off the internet and get back in training camp, because I can't see how he's mentally, but it's not just physically preparing yourself, how he's mentally preparing himself for this fight if all this other stuff going on. And everybody don't need to know all that stuff that's going on, but we're at the age with social media and people like to share their life and what's going on, but some stuff just don't need to be talked about. But it was super fun. It was super fun.
It was moments.
It was moments, yeah.
I would say it was moments, but I would also say that those moments were more revealing than they should have been. More along the lines of concerning.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to Ryan talk, man. I was just like, man, this guy, it's something wrong with him. Like, it's something wrong. And it's not boxing. It's not the sport anymore. It's not that competitive banter that's actually going on.
Mm-hmm.
What it seems like is going on is a battle internally. Mm-hmm. Like, you can see his eyes. He's not there. It's like the light's on, but he's not home.
Right.
He seems to be extremely disturbed by the thing that shouldn't bother him at this point, he should be locked in.
Right.
The trash talk, he should have already mentally prepared a barrier for this kind of stuff. So when he goes and he does this tour, remember he's promoting the fight, but it just seems like mentally he's breaking down at the fight. I mean, you bleeding, sharing all this crap on social media, and social media, I mean, it's not for everybody. Just because it's being social media is a platform to share ideas and opinions and that kind of stuff. I don't think it's for everybody. He doesn't. He's not that kind of guy. And I think people, skill for skill, yes, he deserved to be on that level. What did he say? He was a 15-time national champion.
Yeah.
And I hear people, and I don't want to rant, but again, I got something to say about that because he deserves this shot against Devin. He deserves. He stepped up, like Bill said. He's the only one that stepped up, allegedly. I'm not taking any sides because I like Tank.
Yeah.
But he said he was the only one that stepped up.
But he was this fight has been in the making for years. They were both as amateurs, top in their weight class, and they was on a crash course to meet eventually, sometime, someplace, somehow. And moving forward, I know we're going to see a lot of other fighters too that we like. This number one, number two, like Tank, maybe Haney. These guys, they were the top at their class for years, so they're going to end up fighting. But what I got to say about Ryan Garcia is that a lot of fighters need to just prepare themselves when they hit this level of stardom that the distractions gonna come. And what I mean by distractions, I'm talking about the women, the money, the partying. Even here in the DMV, one of the things back in the day that we used to say is that a lot of these fighters could have reached their full potential. Or if you wanted to be great, you gotta leave the area because there's too many distractions. And sometimes them distractions may be drugs, alcohol, partying, because they all go hand in hand. They all go hand in hand. So,
and it ain't just women; it's men too.
It's men too.
Yeah, because most of the time, it's actually the men. It's your homeboys. You know what I'm saying? It's your crew. It's your immediate circle. You don't want to. You have a sense of like, hey, I owe these guys, or I owe this circle the honor of taking a ride with me. Sometimes you don't.
Right. You don't.
Sometimes you got to get to your destination, and maybe you can visit back, but not take them with you because sometimes they could be they could hinder your future.
Distractions. Yeah, just like years ago when Floyd had the little show. I remember him being out partying, this, that, and the other. But Floyd told him, "Look, I don't drink. I don't smoke. Stay away from me." And he was all about the business because you got to realize too, these guys are independent contractors, right? So they're their own boss. So with being your own boss, you have to make certain decisions on how you're gonna manage your career. And we've seen it countless of times how people get distracted and then they get derailed, and then some of them never bounce back. That's the sad truth.
Yeah.
But I hope Ryan can get some help. You know what I'm saying? Off camera, get some help.
Yeah, get that help.
And because I'm looking forward to this fight.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be a dub because it's other stuff affecting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Oliver McCall fight, right? He kind of had like a mental breakdown in the ring. And as bad as we want the fight, we got to remember, man, these are human beings, right? So we want them to be their best, like mentally and physically. So, hopefully he's taking some time to reflect and we get a good fight.
Right, because Devin's old business. He's old business. Devin like, look, I'm trying to make this happen. I'm trying to get paid. Don't blow this for me.
Yeah, they need each other. You heard that term before. They're ideal dance partners. So, Haney needs Devin. Haney needs Garcia just as much as Garcia needs Haney. So.
Yeah, and I think if it all works out, it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a good fight. I'm just
Who you got though?
I'm a Devin has been on a trajectory, been consistent. I would go with Devin. I would go with Devin. Not taking anything from Ryan Garcia, especially under these circumstances of all. If I was a betting man and all this stuff going on, I'm like, oh well, because we gotta look at the stats. You know, like when you making, you gotta look at the stuff that's on paper. You know, they fought before, who fought the better competition.
Yeah.
And you can kind of tell where they gonna land. It's just like with the amateurs, a lot of amateur fighters, you look at them like Garcia said, like I'm 15-time national champion. And most of the time, if you run into somebody who has that much experience, they do well when they get in the pros. So, the fight that I really want to see is Bill Haney and his father.
yeah. Because
my man, they've been going. It's entertaining.
Man, it was funny as man. I was dead, yo. They're talking about each other's hair. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely.
And Bill makes it entertaining.
Yeah. It's like he done stepped his game up. Like he the gloves off, man. Like I'm not gonna. I'm going to smack at y'all.
Yeah. He's walking that fine line though. He's trying not to, get in the way of his son because again, everybody's paying to see his son, not him.
Right.
But he does make a good undercard.
Yeah.
A co-feature, right? Like right after they fight, let's do a 2-minute.
Let's take this in the parking lot.
All right. So we got that done. We knocked out. We settled on. You got.
I got Haney.
I got Haney too, and I got Haney for a different reason. I got Haney because I just feel like watching just the style of fight. I just feel like Ryan is not gonna have room the way he's had against his previous competition. Like his last fight, I hate to say he was running. He wasn't really running. It looked like running, a lot like running, but Haney's gonna put some serious pressure on him. Something that he's not a flat-footed fighter that's gonna follow him around. And so he's not gonna be able to get away and sporadically throw. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Garcia was actually losing that fight, or it looked really close because he wasn't engaging.
Which one?
With,
his last fight?
His last fight, yeah.
I ain't gonna say he was
engaging. It felt like he was, to me.
Right.
It felt like they were really close rounds because he wasn't really like establishing himself in the fight, and then he caught him.
Yeah,
that's gonna be. Do you understand how difficult that's gonna be against Devin Haney?
But we gotta remember too. My only concern about this fight is what type of condition Ryan gonna come in. We know Devin's gonna come in tip top condition, but it's gonna make for an interesting fight because this is gonna be the true question. Like, Ryan does possess knockout power.
Yeah.
At 140, I think matching them up size per size, I don't think Devin's gonna have that advantage like he used to have at 135, just being bigger than everybody and just being that bully.
They look like they're about
the same size. So I don't want Devin to run in there and thinking it's gonna be a hole in one and get clipped.
Yeah.
Because I have seen him get hurt
for sure
a few times against top pedigree fighters.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
But
my bet on Devin though.
All right. So next is the Tyson.
We know you all heard about it.
Paul. So that will be short. So this isn't Logan Paul that's fighting, because that's why he said he wanted to fight him, because he got so he said he got called Logan Paul, right? So Jake Paul's gonna fight Mike Tyson. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna say it. Like,
don't say
this is what's killing the sport, yo. This is stupid. So this guy is fighting by the time the fight happens, Tyson will be 58.
Almost 60. Almost 60.
Almost a 60-year-old man fighting this
daddy.
young man.
Granddaddy.
But Come on, man. If you want to compete, this isn't a game. This isn't like one of those. Boxing is something that's serious to many people. And you have these students of the sport and these scholars. They take the game seriously, and when you see stuff like this, it feels like it's making a mockery of the sport, because no way in heck you're gonna ever see almost 60-year-old man go up against a young man like Jake Paul.
Unless you're in Walmart.
And you're unless you're in Walmart. That was a joke. No offense. No nothing to Walmart. Please don't.
I saw something.
It's a joke. We do that.
But I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, I was feeling that like it's a mockery of the sport, like for a while. But me like looking at everything, seems like it's not a fight. It's entertainment, right? That's what I'm saying. It's entertainment because the whole promo they put out.
Yeah.
And Tyson was like, what did he say? Sign the contract.
Yeah, he signed the T-shirt.
yeah. This is like Jake is more like comedy type of stuff, trying to entertain us. But I don't think he get no badge for going in there defeating. I had too much respect for if I was in that situation. I got too much respect for Tyson to go in there and just well up on his 58-year-old man. Not saying that's going to happen, but certain things happen when you get older. You know what I'm saying? Like you lose power, you lose speed,
balance,
and every balance to core strength. Every fighter, I don't care if they're 80 years old and you bump into them, what they gonna say? I still got it. They think they still got it.
Everybody still got it.
They can shadow box good.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing some open sparring around here, I think, next week or something like that. Okay. Come on, everybody think they got it. But heck, I feel like I still got it. You won't see me fighting nobody. But it's crazy how we as fans are willing to see Mike Tyson really get hurt. He has potential. He got the potential of getting hurt. Man, anytime you step in that ring, you got the potential of getting hurt. So I don't think he's gonna get hurt. Tyson gonna go in there and annihilate him. I mean, we've seen Tyson, especially toward the end of his career, lose to people he would have never lost.
Delivery guys.
Yeah. But and even though I still regard Jake Paul as a bum, but he's not. He's not a real fighter.
He's a cherry picker.
He's a cherry picker. Anybody, I can honestly do that. To be honest, it's very easy if you're more skilled.
Yeah, to go 10-0.
And you fight people who are less skilled or really old and not even in their sport, because he's really doing he's doing what just happened to Ngannou. He's fighting football players.
Right.
Yeah. He's fighting YouTubers. But they're doing it all under the veil of boxing. Mm-hmm. Do it under something else. Don't call it boxing, because that's not boxing. That's, in my opinion, like Tank said, it's not real.
It's not real.
It's
disrespectful to people.
It's disrespectful to people who take it serious. So
and I think that Jake Paul, he keeps saying how good and how great he is. Why don't you fight a real fighter? Yeah. And when you had the opportunity to fight Hussein Rockman's son, right?
Yeah.
They ended up canceling the fight, which I don't think he's even like a great fighter, but fight a guy that's pretty good if you want to solidify yourself as a fighter. So people can be like, nah, well, he's not just a YouTuber. He got some hands too.
Yeah. I like Brockman's son.
No. I ain't saying I'm not saying I don't like him, but I'm just saying like you can tell he's trying to cherry pick because he's acting like he this, that, and the other. It's a lot of fighters who I personally saw fight last weekend that's your weight class, that are regular fighters.
Yeah.
There's maybe in fight somebody top 10, top 8.
And it's like he's acting like there's fighters out there who can't. It's actually fighters out there that could actually give him an entertaining fight. I'd love to see him in there against the Mexican Monster. You want to fight somebody? Fight him. He can't get a fight. Fight the Mexican Monster. He's tall. He's rangy. I'm sure he'll give up the weight.
Fight Charlo.
He don't want to fight him.
No. You can't do that to him. That's too
too much.
That's too much. I'm just saying. We're just making a point that if you want to solidify yourself as a real boxer and get that respect behind your name, fight somebody who got a little real fighter, like
solid fighter that people respect. And that's where you get the respect from me. You ain't fighting these middlemen. I don't care if you fight the kicker for the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. And that's not gonna get no respect from me. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna regard you as a joke and a person who's making a mockery of the sport. Mm-hmm. No, nothing personal against you. I just don't think I think he does more harm for the sport than he thinks he's doing good. Just my opinion. It's a bunch of them on the internet. You can go hit Google. You can see a bunch of them. So
nobody cares about.
Please don't beat me up. That's just how I feel. I'm sure it's big as people on this planet. They probably agree with me. A couple of them. I don't know. Maybe one. Maybe two.
Yeah. He definitely. I don't like this Tyson thing, but I think it's just for entertainment to say, hey, I'm gonna fight Tyson. I'm gonna bite his ear off. It's for entertainment. So and it's gonna be on Netflix. So that tells you,
how much the draw is with people.
Man, that's all along.
Yeah,
good old cash.
All right, so who you got?
I'm not even gonna answer this one. I'm not answering this one. Tell me who I got.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this, man. It's not a real boxing fight. I'm not answering that.
Damn, I
don't want to see Tyson hurt, and I don't think Tyson has the ability to go in there and do what he used to do.
Yeah, if he lay on him and tire Tyson out, that's gonna be it.
We seen Big George.
We want to see Tyson knock his block off.
Yeah, I do want.
But I fear that he's gonna go in there and tie Tyson up and lay on him until he gets exhausted because he's older, and then that strategy. I feel like that'll work. Yeah. He'd be stupid if he didn't. But that's a no answer. This guy has a no answer.
And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I said that too, because after I seen you like to wipe the tape, do that too.
I can do that as a
therapy. It's therapy.
It's soothing. I just wipe.
Don't tell everyone. So after me seeing Tyson fight Roy Jones, I really was like, I had to like close the book on him. I'm like, nah, man, this dude's getting old, man. Yeah. Everybody wants to see a arm like Tyson that when the fight start and you go get the popcorn and you hear people screaming in the room because the fight over. Mm-hmm. But the days though, they gone. I hate to say that, but I just like Tyson just to just like a legend. Just go out like a legend. Don't stop fighting these people and putting blemishes on your record. There's no need.
Yeah.
But a check is a check.
I ain't mad at you. Feel free to give us some proceeds so we can get better lights. All right. Well, I guess any go backs.
I think we covered everything. It's now we're just waiting for these fights to happen. Haney, I'm waiting on that one, and we're gonna see what happens with this Mike Tyson, Jake Paul thing.
Right. And don't forget, we gotta give a plug. For Davis Promotion, don't they have? I think they have something coming up in May.
Yeah, they got a
May 18th. I don't have it on me, but
Short Dog on that, right?
Yeah, Short Dog.
Yeah,
we got a couple fighters on there. So
Sugar.
Look for us to promote that card. We should have it at the end of this video, though. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A-Side Boxing Podcast. I'm your host, Ray Massey, Thomas Massey, and we out.